Hey guys, we're Dan and Morgan Zoeller, and we are just going to take a few minutes here to talk to you about marriage and how our marriage has been affected during this time. And I'm sure that you're feeling that too, that marriage looks a little different right now than when you're running your normal day to day schedule. So we just thought that we would kind of give you a glimpse of our lives. We just want to acknowledge that our circumstances are unique as are yours, and that what is working for us may or may not work for you. But we just want to give you some practical things day in and day out that has just kind of helped our marriage during this time. So I am typically a stay-at-home mom of children who are all school age. So that means my days are usually open to minister to the women of the church and work on materials for women's ministry, as well as volunteering, doing all the normal things to take care of the house. But that's all come to a screeching halt, or looks a lot different here the last couple weeks as my kids are home full time, and I find myself homeschooling 3 kids and 1 with special needs. So just how that's affected marriage though. Dan in particular for me has just really stepped into looking for little ways to serve that make a big difference. And so a lot of times in the morning that simply means unloading the dishwasher, just taking on a morning chore that I typically get done, but with 3 kids ready to tackle e-learning and 1 in particular who needs my attention one-to-one, it's kind of hard for me to always get on those morning chores. And so Dan just has really been really good at seeing those things and stepping in without me even asking. Another great way too is just through the day with him working from home. If he hears the kids are upset or need extra help that I can't provide, he's quick to hop up and come help with those things and take a break from work. So anything he can do, I just feel like he's stepped into that so well. It just makes me feel really loved. And then the third thing too that I think he's done an awesome job at is just in the evenings, recognizing that I've been on all day with the kids and made dinner, whatever, done meals all day long. And so he's just great that dinner gets done, we clean up, and he's like super dad. It's time for games and playing and going outside, whatever. So those have just been 3 really great ways that he has stepped into serving our family, and honestly that in our marriage makes me feel very loved.
Yeah, and for me, working from home, it's not new to me, but it is new having the whole family here while I'm working. And so, typically I'm a very results-oriented person. I like to feel like I've, got everything done that I need to get done and everything's going smoothly. And so with all the kids home, that's a little bit different. It's a little bit more challenging. And on top of that, in the middle of this lockdown, work's actually been busier. I've been working like some 9 and 10 hour days here recently, and I think it'd be easy for Morgan to feel like, oh, that's not fair, and kind of feel self-pity over me working so many hours and stuff. But really, she's made me feel she's just shown a lot of gratitude for my job and what I've been doing, and she shows me just a lot of appreciation, just like little things, just saying like, hey, thanks for working so hard for the family. Or she'll send me a text message or a Marco Polo when she's on the other side of the house, just thanking me for working hard and for being a good dad and for being a good husband. So that really goes a long way. It makes me feel like I'm not not just working for no reason, and those kind of things. So one pleasant surprise during this time is typically especially at like nighttime with I'd like to spend time either like I'm writing music or programming or stuff like that, and Morgan just goes by herself and reads, or but one thing that's been nice is like we've actually found ourselves like driven towards each other, and like we've cut out extra time for each other by the end of the day. So it's like like Morgan was saying, we probably spend like another 45 minutes to an hour every night just talking and going through the day and just hanging out and just being each other's best friend. And so one thing that's helped us kind of venture towards that is leading up. I mean, obviously we didn't know that this lockdown was coming months ago, but one thing we started doing this winter, just because this winter was really tough for us with sickness, and I was not doing well mentally and different things. And one thing that we had put in place a couple months ago now was this couch time concept, and it's really just simple. We go through like 5 or 6 questions together every week, no matter what, on Sundays. Well, sometimes we forget we do it on Mondays, but no matter what, every week we do this couch time, and it's really simple. And so we just wanted to share that with you because for us, that's just been something it keeps the small things small. It lets us know what's really going on kind of underneath the hood, so to speak, with what's going on mentally with each other, because you can go a long time and not really have a conversation that digs to those deeper levels. And so really it's pretty simple, and you can look this up online. We just got this from Navigators Council, which I think is it's a popular blog post or book or something. But really we start by asking each other, one, what was something that brought you joy this week? What was something that was hard this week? What is something I can do for you? Something specific I can do for you this week? What's something I can pray for you for? And actually there's 6 questions. What is something that has been left unsaid? A conviction that has gone left unsaid. And that could be something that's really hard, like, hey, I didn't really like it when you did this, type of thing.
Well, it can be a couple different ways. Like, has there been any resentment?
Yeah.
Or have you left anything unsaid in your own personal conviction?
Right.
Both ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just kind of opens it up to talk about hard things. And then the 6th question then, I guess, is what are some things that you've hoped for or dreamed for? And these are all in the context of the past week. So it's not like, what's your goals for the next 5 years type of thing. It's just in the past week, what's something you've been thinking about, what's something in the forefront of your mind. And then there's a bonus question. There's 2 bonus questions that flip every couple weeks, and it's just how is your sex life, or how is our sex life going, and how are we managing our finances? So we would do that like every 2 weeks, talk about how we're stewarding our finances and those kind of things. So we do that every week pretty much, and that, like, we didn't know putting that in place was going to kind of pave the way to a really healthy marriage during this lockdown time.
So we hope that some of the things that we've shared are just easy, practical takeaway things for you guys. Just more than anything, seek to have fun together and, get outside, move your bodies, just take a walk and enjoy each other, move toward each other, be for each other. We are praying for the marriages of our church and for you all. We love you all. And excited just to see how God uses your marriage even in a time that's really hard.
See ya.
Bye.